Hello and welcome to Korean Military IP Journal. Here in this journal, I will introduce to you the South Korea's recently developed indigenous KF-21 jet fighter. Also, I will show you the armaments and equipment having top-notch technologies of the emerging industry of Korea. I am Im Ho and an attorney and a professor, especially in laws of patents, copyrights, and so on. I will discuss military technologies in the perspective of intellectual property rights. Last 14 months, the KF-21 successfully accomplished 1,600 test flight without any trouble. The first batch of 20 KF-21 will be produced and delivered to Korean Air Force in this September of this year. This first batch is the Block 1, which has air-to-air combat capacity. The second batch, Block 2, having air-to-ground capacity, will be prepared as quick as possible. The KF-21 has 10 hard points and carries a maximum weapons up to 7.7 tons. The total weight with 6 tons of fuel will be 26 tons. It also equipped with high-tech ASA radar, IRST system, and EO-TGP and RF jammer. KF-21 is provided with 65% of localized parts, and the rest of them are foreign parts. However, Korean holds the 100% of IP for the whole system of KF-21. Koreans hold the exclusive right to modify, change, or develop many parts or the whole system of KF-21 without the interruption of foreign countries. So the KF-21 is the first indigenous jet fighter ever made in its defense history. KF-21, however, adopted two GE F414 engines. So when Korea wants to export the KF-21, it must ask for the permission of GE, and moreover, it must follow the US ITAR control. Korean Agency for Defense Development is leading the development of Korean Aboriginal jet engine. Phase 1 of Korean Aboriginal engine development is to prepare the 5,500 pound engine for the unmanned Loyal Wingman. Under this project, on April 26th of this year, the first unit of KTF5500, the Korea's first Aboriginal jet engine, was manufactured by Hanwha Aerospace at the Ch1 plant. Ukraine's small jet engine, AI-222, is turbofan jet engine developed since 1999, jointly by Russia and Ukraine. So Russia and Ukraine shared AI-222's IP. Since 2013, South Korea launched the project with Ukraine for the development of AI-222 for adjusting to the unmanned vehicle. However, the Russian and Ukraine's joint ownership delayed the new project between Korea and Ukraine until 2023. During the Russian-Ukraine war, however, Korea provided Ukraine 100,000 rounds of 155 millimeter artillery shells. At this critical moment, and with this critical support, Ukraine permit the IP of AI-222 for Koreans to independently develop the Korean Aboriginal jet engine. After that, Koreans speed up to proceed the development of Korean Aboriginal jet engine by utilizing AI-222 engine. AI-222 is a compact turbofan engine that it is highly suitable as a basis for the core for the bigger jet engine. AI-222 has basic capacity such as TIT 1200 Celsius and thrust 5,500 pounds. In the first stage is using the AI-222 as base core making. From the beginning, Koreans can start in the first stage from TIT 1200 Celsius and from the thrust 5,500 pounds. This is a big jump for the Koreans and save much time to reach this stage of jet engine. The acquirement of AI-222 is a big fortune for Koreans. Also, AI-222 has its DNA from Soviet era Ivchenko that it gives the way for the Koreans to avoid US ITAR control and GE's IP traps. After KTF 5500 tests, if its performance is proved satisfactory, Koreans can proceed the next step to reach 16,000 pound jet engine for the KF-21 by scaling up the KTF 5500 and apply the more advanced technologies. After successfully accomplishing the next step, Koreans will eventually acquire the sovereignty for the jet fighter. Thank you very much.